In a heated discussion regarding Tom Brady, Shannon Sharpe, the co-star of Undisputed, accused Skip Bayless of getting personal more than a day after their intense argument on the Fox Sports show. The veteran TV sports broadcaster and the NFL Hall of Fame tight end were still prominent on social media. Find out Kevin Durant's reaction to this. Also, find out Kevin Durant's opinion on Bradley Beal. Watch this video for full details. First up, Kevin Durant frustrated with Ben Simmons. The Brooklyn Nets are now in a bad situation. The Nets appear to be about to undergo some significant changes as they deal with yet another scandal involving Kyrie Irving, a new head coach, and a losing squad. A new rumor from ESPN's Adrian Wojnarowski said that Nets player Kevin Durant is angry with Ben Simmons has added to the instability in this situation. According to Woj, Ben Simmons' inability to stay on the floor has been a source of frustration for Kevin Durant and other Nets players so far, but before that, he had already demonstrated that he was a long way from returning to his previous level of impact. Of course, it's generally known that Durant requested a trade from the Brooklyn Nets throughout the offseason, and with this information from Woj, it's not improbable that he would do so soon. Durant would prefer to be somewhere else, given that Kyrie Irving may have played his final game with the Nets, and that Simmons has not demonstrated the ability to be a significant contributor. While it is speculative, it doesn't seem implausible. Things could be different if the Nets were successful during this upheaval, but Ben Simmons is mostly to blame for how the team has performed thus far. Woj claims that Durant is dissatisfied with that progression. Up next, the Philadelphia 76ers plan to revisit Kevin Durant trade talks. The Philadelphia 76ers are allegedly still interested in signing Kevin Durant after pursuing him throughout the summer, according to an Eastern Conference executive who recently spoke with Sean Devaney of Heavy Sports. The 76ers will continue to inquire about Durant, especially after mid-January when more players become trade eligible. The Eastern Conference official said there was no doubt that the Sixers have inquired about Durant. They did so in the summer and will continue to do so. However, the Ben Simmons situation will already be a turnoff for the Nets, who believe they were always planning to trade James Harden. After being burnt by the Sixers once, the Nets may not want to reconsider and say, sure, let's do a KD trade too. This executive thinks the Nets might be reluctant to deal with Philly again, especially in exchange for Durant, given how poorly the James Harden trade has gone so far for them and how awful and unreliable Ben Simmons has been. The Nets may be about to press the reset button, given their current situation. There is optimism that Kyrie Irving will return soon, but even then, the Nets haven't shown that they can compete in the crowded Eastern Conference. The 76ers are allegedly prepared to contact Durant once more if they are forced to accept this season that it's time to rebuild. It makes sense that Philly would be interested in having a trio of Kevin Durant, James Harden, and Joel Embiid. Up next, LeBron James's reaction to Kevin Durant's performance versus the Hornets. LeBron James and Kevin Durant have engaged in epic clashes over their many years as rivals, including twice in the NBA Finals. The NBA Finals in 2017 and 2018 saw the great performances by the two superstars, arguably the two finest players in the world at the time. LeBron James tweeted on a Saturday night in response to Durant's performance against the Charlotte Hornets, where he hailed his performance. The Nets have needed Durant's recent dominant run, which has been ongoing. Durant is the team's lone star due to Ben Simmons' injury and Kyrie Irving's suspension. He must be outstanding for them to win games, both on and off the court. The Nets have had a difficult start to the season, but Durant's performance has been the only constant. LeBron James, who plays for the Los Angeles Lakers, praised Durant for continuing that performance against Charlotte that night. Kyrie Irving's predicament and the Nets' open head coaching position make the team's future extremely uncertain. Although it'll be difficult for them to turn this season around, Durant can win them games anytime. Durant has impressed many people in the NBA, including longtime rival LeBron James, by continuing to play well even without his co-stars. Next is Kevin Durant's reaction to not facing LeBron James since 2018. LeBron James and Kevin Durant, two of basketball's most formidable players, have not played since 2018. James and Durant, who competed in the NBA Finals in 2017 and 2018, haven't seen each other since Christmas of 2018. Their teams have met each other multiple times over the past few seasons, but Durant and James have missed each game due to one or both being injured. LeBron is questionable to play on Sunday night against the Brooklyn Nets after sustaining a groin injury in a recent game against the LA Clippers. When questioned about it, Durant remarked that while LeBron's absence makes life easier for the Nets, he would still love to play against him again. According to Durant, LeBron is difficult to handle on the court. He said he needs wins and wants him to participate, but without him, the game appears to be much easier. He added he would like it if they return to their rivalry. Durant hoped James's newest groin problem wouldn't keep him out of action for too long, so the two could square off when the Lakers visit Brooklyn later in the year. According to Durant, the fact that James and Durant are frequently the greatest offensive and defensive players on their respective teams teams, especially given their sizes, makes their matchups exciting and unique. Up next, Kevin Durant compares Sacramento Kings star Kevin Huerter to Steph Curry. No one anticipated the Sacramento Kings to be on a commanding 7-game winning streak, even if many predicted they would be competitive this season. These victories have been specifically attributed to Kevin Huerter, who received high praise from Kevin Durant. Durant praised Huerter and the Sacramento Kings on his Boardroom podcast for their outstanding play. Durant characterized the Kings as a formidable club for anybody in the NBA. He said it didn't matter if your team is the Boston Celtics or has the league's worst record. Due to Sabonis' strength, players can't be switched onto him when playing against them, compromising the opponent's defense. He added that Kevin Huerter must be immediately pursued to maintain a matchup. Durant gave Huerter the highest degree of praise, drawing comparisons to Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. Kevin Durant said Kevin Huerter is currently playing like Steph and Klay. Durant said if one is not a basketball fan but is following the league, he needs to pay attention to how Kevin Huerter is shooting the ball presently because he's coming off the handoffs. He said that when you pass through the scout, one hears all these statistics and everyone seems much better than they are. But Kevin Huerter is hitting 7 to 8 3-pointers a game, all of which are going for 50%. He added they were in for a long night when such is heard, and clips or films are watched. No lies are being said by Kevin Durant. Kevin Huerter is performing at a career high in his shooting and points per game, averaging 7.4 3-pointers per game at an astounding 50%. The league and Kevin Durant have both taken notice of the Sacramento Kings and Kevin Huerter as a current issue. Up next, Kevin Durant argues Bradley Beal is a future Hall of Famer. In his team's 112-100 victory over Washington on Monday night, the ever-consistent Kevin Durant finished with 30 points, 9 rebounds, and 6 assists. However, KD wanted to acknowledge a man who didn't even enter the game. Bradley Beal has been dealing with a right hamstring rupture, but after a re-evaluation, he's been given the all-clear to play going forward. The Wizards' longest-tenured 29-year-old player, Beal, has been averaging 22.9 points per game, 3.7 rebounds, and 5.4 assists this year. Kevin Durant, after Beal's game, said that he was a Hall of Fame and an all-star player, and it would be a reduction of who he is to refer to him only as a scorer. He added that the impact is felt when taken away from the team. It's a wonderful compliment for Beal, the former 3rd overall pick and an offensive player with outstanding skill, making 3 All-Star teams and 1 All-NBA squad. Durant has 2 titles, has been chosen for 10 All-NBA teams, twice received the Finals MVP award, and once received the NBA MVP award. Despite having several youthful players, the Wizards are currently 11-17 and are in 12th place in the Eastern Conference. They've had trouble assembling a healthy squad for some reasons, but Kevin Durant remains confident in their ability. Kevin said Rui Hachimura was injured, while Kristaps Porzingis missed the second half due to an injury, and for the club, it seemed that way for the past few seasons. He added that they have a lot of talent when they're all on the court, and he's sure they'll start running as soon as they put everything together. And finally, Kevin Durant reacts to Shannon Sharpe and Skip Bayless's fight. 2 of the most well-known sports TV personalities are Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharpe. With their opposing viewpoints and eagerness to debate them, many people are captivated by their show Undisputed, which is one of the most popular sports talk shows. Although the 2 experts' back-and-forth arguments frequently become heated, a recent viral film showed that it had reached new heights. In addition to speaking significantly louder than usual, Skip and Shannon also traded personal jabs, with Skip disrespecting Shannon's great NFL career by equating it to Tom Brady's. Shannon naturally felt offended by the disrespectful remarks and responded by shouting back in a way that was undoubtedly above and beyond what was customary on that show. For a few days, the video has been going viral on the internet. Recently, Brooklyn Nets player Kevin Durant offered his opinion. Shannon needs to toughen up, Durant wrote in a remark on Instagram. Durant, frequently chastised for being soft or defensive, responded to some of the criticism he frequently gets from the media. While those 2 often argue, it was a strange moment to watch on television since the argument was on a different level. Kevin Durant is a top star in the NBA, and going with the popular saying that game recognizes game, let's assume that he's right about Bradley Beal. But let us know what you think in the comment section. Don't forget to like and share the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell for more content like this. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.